Hello YouTube, this is Hillbilly Heath, and if you watched all these videos and watched the original video on my budget EDC carry knives, you'll know that this is the last one on the list, the Opinel number 8. This is the least expensive knife that was on that list. I'm not going to say cheapest because it's not cheap. It's just not expensive, and there is a difference. But before I get started, let's go over some quick specs on the knife. Overall length is 7.625. Blade length is 3.25 inches or 8 centimeters, which is where they get the number 8. It's a flat grind, convex / flat grind on the blade. It's when you first get it, there's not really a secondary edge down here, and I kind of put one on this one. It makes it a little better cutter in my opinion. But see, the handle length is 4.375 inches, and originally this is well, it still is, it's beechwood. As you can tell, this one is not beechwood colored. I've actually stained this one a walnut with a walnut stain, and I changed the back of the handle and done some modifications to it. But the original version is beechwood, and it's a much lighter color. I just wanted to tell you that, so if you're looking online for these, you're like, well, that's not the same knife. But you can get these with walnut handles. You can get them with olive wood. You can get different lengths. This is just the one I prefer. This is the one that suits my needs and criteria as an everyday carry knife. This blade length and the handle length. So you can get it in a lot of different variations. You can get it in a stainless steel. This is a carbon steel. And I'm looking to see if I can find... No, it does not say what type of carbon steel, but it is a good steel. It sharpens up rather easily, keeps its edge for a good long time. The only thing with carbon steel, it will rust, which is why I put this tiger stripe / zebra stripe patina on here, using some masking tape and lemon juice. I mean, one of the great things about these Opinel knives is you can customize them, and I talked about that in my first video. And like I said, I sanded all this down. Originally this comes up in almost like a fishtail, and I didn't really care for that. I thought I'd be more ergonomic if I kind of sanded that down, which I did. So I brought that down, added this nail notch with a file, half round file, which it's a little stiff right now, but right there where the nail notch is makes it a little easier to grab a hold of, and that finger fits in there, so it kind of helps it ergonomically. You got this little sliding lock ring, so you slide it around and the blade is locked, so it will not close on your fingers, and it locks up rather tightly. For a budget knife, I mean, that's a pretty good lockup. And like I said, this was the least expensive one on the list, and you can find these for $13 online, which is amazing, really, for the price. But another thing with this locking ring, you close it and you can lock it closed by turning it that way, and now you can't open the blade, so you don't have to worry about it opening in your pocket. Not like I think I would have to worry about this one because it's a little stiff right now. Yeah, great knife. You got this clip point with a lot of belly. Like I said, it's like a full flat grind. Great little slicer, very thin. So it'd be great for food prep. Be a great bushcraft knife. Great camping knife because of its weight, which is that can't be right. It's like an ounce, 1.4 ounces, or somewhere in that ballpark on this site. They got a typo or something, but it's like 1.4 ounces, 1.6 ounces, somewhere around there. So it's the lightest weight knife in the bunch, and it's the least expensive. These knife comes from France. Opinel is a French company. They've been making knives since 1890. So, you know, they've made the same design basically. They've changed a few things, you know, like the locking mechanism. But they've been making basically the same knife for over 125 years. And if you make a knife that long, evidently you're doing something right. It is a friction folder, as you can tell, and the friction's really tight right now for some reason. But yeah, it's basically just a piece of wood with a metal ring around it, and inside the ring there is a metal pivot driven through, and the locking ring over top. And very simple, basic design that works well. So yeah, but another reason like this is make a great camp knife at 90-degree spine, so it will strike a ferro rod, just like the rat. And that's one of the reasons why I put this in my as one of my favorites in that list, because it excels at a lot of different tasks. It can be a great camping knife, backpacking knife, fishing knife. It'd be a great fillet knife. You can get it in different lengths, different handle materials, and you can modify it to make it your own. Sometimes you got to get inventive on ways to carry it. Like I showed in the original video, you could, you know, use a clip, screw it to the handle if you wanted to, or my preferred way to carry it is use a leather Bic lighter sheath and fit it in there like that. And then I got a Ranger band, which is just a bicycle inner tube, wrapped around it, and I slide my belt through there and use it like a cross draw action, and it fits in there very well. But yeah, great knife. Like I said, Opinel, they make a lot of different styles, and they number them by length of the blade in centimeters. I got another number 8 here, which is the different little variant. So this is the pruning knife number 8 from Opinel, and it is, as you see there, inox, which is stainless, I'm guessing in French, but it is stainless steel. And on the other one, if you can tell, it says carbone for carbon. But this one's a little more expensive. I believe this one was like $22, somewhere around in there. But had the same handle, and as you can tell, I did the same deal as far as sanding it down and putting the walnut stain on it. But a great slicer as well. The reason I bought this one is I'm an electrician, and hawkbill knives with full flat grinds make very good tools for slicing large cables, large electric wires. This works very well at that. So that's why I got this one, and you know, it performs very well. But if you're in the market for a low cost, high, what's the word I'm looking for? High performance blade. These are great. I mean, they're not going to deploy super fast like some of the others, like the Rat, or you know, a assisted opening knife, or you know, a more modern knife. But I just love carrying these. They're, like I said in my original video, they're like a piece of nostalgia in your pocket. It's it's history, and you can modify them to make them your own. You can leave them original if you want. You can collect them. They have a bunch of different handle materials, bunch of different. If you like carbon steel, if you like stainless steel, if you want short blades, long blades, pruning blades. They make one with a even slimmer profile blade, and also the handle's a lot slimmer. Just a lot of different options from Opinel. So if you're not familiar with them, give one a try. I mean, for $13, for the price of a couple of Starbucks coffees, you can have one of these great knives. So just buy one, buy 2 or 3, give them as gifts. They're great. They're really, really great. And I really wish that they would become even more popular than they are here in the States, because I didn't really know about these till just a couple years ago, and after I got a few, I really fell in love with them. But yeah, just get one, get several. This is Hillbilly Heath. Have a lovely evening. Good night. Thanks for watching.